Hi, this is a video about the relationship I've had with women in the past years, about 10 or about 15 or 20 years ago, when I still went out of home and I took the train to go to school or to university, or I went to my grandmother's houses on Saturdays and Sundays to have lunch with them. In these days, I um, had a chance of seeing other women and to let them approach me, even if I didn't want to, but they took the initiative of coming close to me and to look at me, to, to touch me on the train without my consent. These women had about 40 or 50 or 60 years, and they seemed to be perfectly at ease molesting other young guys, believing, of course, that I was a male and not a female transgender. Well, um, they just sat in front of me and started touching my foot with theirs and putting their hands on my knee. And in some cases, they even raised their skirt or put their foot without a shoe um, on the seat next to me, started to touch my thigh with a leg. This was molesting. This is a kind of abuse, I think, that left me traumatized. I didn't know how to let them know that I didn't want to be touched or looked at me. And I start just trembling and hiding my face behind a book or newspaper, praying God that they could leave me alone and go away. This never happened. The more I trembled and hid myself, the more they become more violent and molesting and starting to touch me and look at me and even smiling when they realized that I was afraid of them. When I stood up and started to go away, they got mad and started calling me names like a fag, filthy gay, a man who isn't able to love other women, etc. They were very violent, and I met about 10 women in my life that were these violent. Other women just sat next to me and looked at me, wanted me to react to them, and I always made them understand that I wasn't interested in them. In other cases, when in my family, people started to talk about me and my sexuality, I people in the neighborhood where my grandmas lived, when I went to their houses, women in this neighborhood started to call me names in their balconies, at the windows when I passed by. They said I was a fag, and then I didn't love a woman. This was a scene. This is a scene for the uh, people of my country, of my town. So the women got mad at me, and they started insulting me and wanting to touch me and hit me because they were so frustrated in some cases. Well, these were one of the worst episodes of my life, and I still have very afraid of this kind of women, and I hope I won't meet them anymore. Thank you for listening to me, and see you in the next video.